True Medicine founder, Tina Anderson, and today I'm talking about Premarin, what every woman deserves to know. So today I want to talk to you about the prescribed hormone replacement therapy, the most prescribed in history, a drug called Premarin. So many women have taken it, and many women are currently taking it, and many women have never been told the full story. Now, before we begin, let me be clear, this is not about fear, this is not about judgment, this is about informed consent. Because if we are going to put something into our bodies every day, we deserve to know what it is, where it comes from, what it does, and what the long-term consequences might be. So let's start with a fact that surprises many people. The name Premarin comes from the words pregnant mare's urine. That's right. Premarin is derived from estrogens collected from the urine of pregnant horses. Now think about that for a moment. If someone sat a glass of pregnant horse urine on your dinner table tonight and said, "Drink this, it's good for your hormones," most people would immediately say no. Yet somehow, when that same substance is processed, packaged, marketed, and placed in a capsule, many people stop asking questions. At True Medicine, we believe you should never stop asking questions because the question isn't simple. So here it is. Does it reduce my symptoms? The question is, what is it doing to the body over time? So let's talk about that, about some of the most common side effects women report. First, weight gain. Do you want to be as big as a horse? Or as big as another large animal? Many women tell me, "Gina, I gained 10 pounds after starting taking hormones." Not technically some of that. Now, some of that might be fat, or it might not be. It might be swelling because your body thinks it's a pregnant horse. One of the most common side effects of estrogen therapy is fluid retention. The body begins holding more sodium. When sodium increases, water follows. The result, swollen fingers, puffy ankles, tightened rings, breast swelling, bloating, and sometimes several pounds of additional weight almost overnight. But that's only part of the story because estrogen also influences insulin sensitivity, metabolism, and fat storage patterns. So while some of the weight gain may be water, some women also notice increased body fat over time. And here's the problem. Many women are told, "You're just getting older," instead of asking whether the medication itself is contributing to the change. The stroke risk is next. Now let's discuss something more serious. The Women's Health Initiative, one of the largest hormone studies ever conducted, found increased risk associated with hormone replacement therapy. One of those risks was stroke. Why? Because estrogen affects blood clotting. It can increase the body's tendency to form clots, and those clots can travel to the brain. When blood flows to the brain becomes blocked, a stroke occurs. Women who smoke, women with high blood pressure, women with obesity, women with diabetes, women with a history of clotting disorders may face even greater risk. And this is why every woman deserves a careful evaluation before being placed on or deciding to take long-term hormone replacement therapy. The hidden blood clot that most people think, "I don't have a stroke, so I'm fine," but stroke is only one possible outcome. Hormone therapy can also increase the risk of deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, heart attacks, and other vascular complications. Again, not every woman experiences these problems, but every woman deserves to know they exist. Now, the next big one is the bone density illusion. Now, let's discuss one of these misunderstood benefits of Premarin. You often hear it helps your bones, and technically that's true. Estrogen can increase bone density measurements. But here's the question. Does denser automatically mean healthier? Not necessarily. Imagine two trees. One is flexible and resilient, and the other is rigid and brittle. Which one survives the storm? The flexible one. Bone health isn't about density. It's also about bone quality, bone architecture, collagen structure, mineral balance, flexibility, strength, and resilience. A DEXA scan measures density. It doesn't measure the complete health of the bone. Now, to be fair, studies show estrogen can reduce fracture risk, but True Medicine reminds us that healthy bones require much more than hormones. Healthy bones require vitamin D, sunlight, vitamin K2, magnesium, boron, silica, protein, movement, sunlight, proper digestion, healthy hormone metabolism. Simply increasing density doesn't automatically create vibrant bone health. Now, let's look at yet another connection to the gallbladder. So another issue that very few people discuss is that estrogen changes the composition of bile. Over time, this can increase the likelihood of gallstones, gallbladder inflammation, digestive dysfunction, and poor fat digestion. Think about that. The very organ responsible for helping process fats and eliminate toxins may be stressed by the medication itself. The true medicine question is here's where I want to challenge our thinking. The pharmaceutical model often asks, what hormone is missing? True medicine asks, what system is struggling? The pharmaceutical model says, replace the hormone, and true medicine asks, why is the body having such a difficult transition? Could the problem be adrenal exhaustion, chronic stress, poor liver detoxification, inflammation, blood sugar instability, thyroid dysfunction, mineral deficiencies, sleep disruption, gut dysfunctions? Because menopause is not simply an estrogen deficiency. It is a whole body transition, and transitions require support. Menopause is not a disease. Somewhere along the way, we've been taught that menopause means the body is failing, and I disagree. Menopause is not failure, it is change. And while some women absolutely experience severe symptoms that they feel require intervention, every woman deserves to know that symptom suppression is not the same as healing. Reducing a hot flash doesn't necessarily restore health. Stopping a night sweat doesn't automatically fix the underlying imbalance, and the symptoms may disappear while the dysfunction remains. So if you're currently taking Premarin, or if you're considering hormone replacement therapy, and if you're struggling with menopausal symptoms and you want to understand the deeper causes behind what our bodies are experiencing, I invite you to learn more. Comment Premarin help, and we'll send you some information about how true medicine approaches menopause. One that investigates the liver function, adrenal health, mineral deficiencies, blood sugar balances, inflammation, gut health, detoxification pathways, and the many factors that influence hormonal wellness. Because your body isn't broken, it may simply be asking for support. And before you silence the message, make sure you've taken the time to understand what the message is trying to tell you. This is Chyna Anderson with True Medicine, and I want to remind you that your body was designed to heal. Trust the blueprint.